So, for you listening to the episode this week, I'm sorry if you have to hear like a bit of a buzzing in the sound, but Homework and I are in the midst of a sudden heat wave in New York City
for a day.
Yeah, this is
Hopefully
fucking painful to me. I hate this. We're supposed to be beyond this.
Well, let me ask you this: we've had 7 weeks of rain on Saturdays.
Thank goodness.
And the one day we have like no rain, it's all sunny, and it's like a nice breeze.
Fuck off.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. Fuck off.
My shoes are still fucking squeaking.
I would have loved to have heard that,
bro.
We shouldn't
because of the rain, and
this.
two, they're also old enough where I need to buy new shoes.
We shouldn't be going through this. This is just awfulness. We're in October. Next
around the
Tuesday,
corner from Halloween.
Exactly. Next Tuesday is Halloweeny. So like, come on.
Excuse me.
Halloweeny. Oh, so yeah, I'm not happy.
If you want to get toilet paper, get that now.
Give it up for the toilet paper. So we're gonna do like a smaller version of Wrestling Rundown this week. Homework is sitting in, and I'm basically gonna have him run the show this week when it comes to cutting a promo. I'm just gonna comment. I'm gonna
even though I don't know what cutting a promo is.
No, this is Wrestling Rundown.
Oh, Wrestling Rundown. You just said cutting a promo.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Take 5, 4. Yeah, so we're doing Wrestling Rundown this week. So, Wrestling Rundown, cutting a promos. My other thing. This is our other thing.
It's been a while since I've been here for cutting a promo.
Yeah, it's been a while. I think I might have one in a box. Well, we'll see. But in any case, as always, I am the Norm McDonald of this segment, and this is your Wrestling Rundowns Weekend Update. What do you got there, Mike?
Here we go. As of today, independent talent such as Lucky Ali, Brogan Finley, and Jay Malachi, along with 5 other mystery ones, have been signed to WWE, and they'll be reporting to the WWE PC this January.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
You don't know who?
I don't know who the fuck any of those individuals are.
Well, if you follow DPW, Jay Malachi and Lucky Ali have been the rising stars, and Brogan Finley is.
I know who Brogan Finley is.
He is Finley's other son.
Right. I know who that is.
Not David.
Right. That would mean that it is his other son.
Yeah. No.
Not David. Yeah, that means it's his other son.
Not him.
So, even though I don't know who these individuals are, I do have.
Well, going off by picture, what do you think of like first impression?
They're all under 200 pounds.
Yeah.
All right.
A lot. They're basically cruiserweights.
Right. So maybe I'm.
Well, maybe not Finley. We'll see.
I'm looking forward to a possibility that they may bring the cruiserweight title back, maybe for NXT,
or maybe just the main roster,
or the main roster, maybe, or light heavyweight. That's what they used to have on the main roster, the light heavyweight.
Especially with the brand split, it might just be called 2 different things.
Right. So,
we'll
or maybe just one and just have one belt and have them bounce on both shows.
Or 3, because technically the women's tag titles go for
NXT as well. Right.
Yeah.
So, okay. Which is not a bad thing. You see, now the commentary that I have on this is...
Is it too much talent?
No. Right now, no. Because they're just going to the PC. But they're opening no doors again to indies. Remember, Vince blocked that out. Remember, he wanted the NILs.
He wanted all college athletes.
Right, the next in lines. Right. So they're opening the doors to the indies again, which is a good thing. With,
I mean, let's be real here. When Vince did that, we got some interesting guys brought up, like Tony D'Angelo.
Okay, that was a good look.
And the Creed brothers.
Those were good as well.
Basically, all the guys on NXT currently right now, they were debuted during the 2.0 era.
Right.
I mean, Tiffany Stratton is the brightest star out of all of them.
And even Braun Breaker, he wasn't an indie guy. He came from...
He really wasn't... He wasn't an indie first, was he?
No.
Yeah, he was straight out of college.
Right. So
for NFL, I think.
Yeah, so he they've gotten their share of talent from the world outside of wrestling, such and it's to be fair, but they've also had their busts like Gabe Stevenson.
Mm-hmm.
That's been, yeah. He's still a work in progress, ladies
That
and gentlemen.
takeover match is still horrible.
That's got to be one of the worst.
That'll be on our list for worst matches. of the
Yeah,
year.
definitely. That's got to be on there. And
It's not even Baron Corbin's fault.
no.
Not even.
Not even the slightest. And I'm assuming that with this lot, it's going to pretty much open the door to other promotions to be able to let go of their indie stars and let them get the tryouts in the PC universe, so and Performance Center. So we shall see. I think it's a good thing, ladies and gentlemen. What else you got?
We also have that with people's contract expiring. Another one that has expired, and that is the former Heath Slater.
Ooh, at Impact.
Who is officially a free agent as of today.
At Impact. There was.
And it's also. Sorry.
No. I was going to say it was noted that he did turn down a WWE contract not too long ago.
Back in 2020 when he made that one-off appearance after they released him.
Which is fine because that was during COVID, and it was a weird kind of booking for him.
Also, finger quote, budget cuts.
Right. But, I mean, for his return, it was during the empty arena stuff and all that, so it was kind of...
I remember it clear as day. It was with Drew McIntyre.
Right. It was a cool story. Cool story, bro. But as for the reasoning for him to legitimately want to stay there, I get it. It wasn't the right time. But
apparently they offered him a full-time contract, too.
Yeah. So...
And he decided to go to Impact. Now, as far as, if you ask me, what the hell did he do at Impact? Barely nothing. Just a tag title reign with Rhino. And that's all he really did.
I
remember we watched Slammiversary all those during the pandemic, and he fucking popped out of nowhere, and we go, oh, shit, there he is.
Right.
And then it was like nothing.
He's an example of what indie fans or wrestling fans consider the
WWE.
They need to sign him, or they need to hire him, because what happens is that everybody gets into this vacuum of they're that talented. Yes, there's a lot of talented wrestlers up there, but there's also that mindset of, is there room for me? What are you gonna do with me up there? You would consider him like a comedic wrestler, right? Like he's in that line. Yeah. So
a comedic guy that knows how to work.
Right.
Kind of like Toriano or Rocky Romero type.
Right.
That could do comedy and wrestle at the same time.
So, with the WWE or anywhere in general, period, but we're speaking of WWE now because that's who's up in the conversation, is there room for him there? And if so, to do what?
Definitely on TV.
Right.
When it comes, because I think that's one thing that lacks from a Raw or SmackDown is a comedy guy that can make some people laugh, but not forcefully.
Right.
Because let's think about it too. This is not the Heath Slater from the NXT days. That was the one-man rock band, baby.
Which is still over. I still think it'll be over though. Like if he did that.
But then that was whole drop with the Nexus thing, and then that didn't help. And then the guy actually started showing charisma when he kept calling out the legends every week, and getting his ass kicked, and then the whole free agent and I got a family to feed angle. He actually showed that this guy has some comedy chops to it.
Yeah, so I think that with the possibility there, I just wouldn't want it to be that he's squandering his time there. Plus, he's really talented. Yeah. I think he's another guy that if he would, let's say, would be in part to boost up NXT because they want to make NXT the third legitimate brand. And since they're looking for a TV contract upcoming soon, that he would be that guy that gives a mix of being able to work with the young and the current stars. So I think
he would be in that category of what R-Truth is doing.
Right.
When R-Truth comes back. That comedy relief, but putting guys over.
Good, yeah. Next up.
Your favorite wrestler, Jay. Sticking around on AEW TV till March of 2024. Apparently.
And that will be?
Bullshit.
Who?
Ric Flair.
Oh, I mean, there was some backlash from people for him being in AEW, and I'm like, what did you expect from Rick? I mean,
also, what did you expect from Tony Khan as a gift?
Yeah, I mean, you think about it. Rick is a whore for money. We know it, and it's nothing. There's nothing wrong with that.
He wants the spotlight on him,
right? And
if anybody's not talking nicely about him or giving him the attention he deserves, he'll fucking pound and leave.
Man, listen, I was
Did you see the comedy thing where he was at?
Was it horrible?
He sat there
like a roast.
It was the roast thing, and then when they weren't the attention wasn't focused on him, and then somebody made a comment towards him like, "Oh, come on, Rick, put a smile on that face," and then Rick stood up and said, "I don't disrespect anybody. I don't make jokes about anybody. I'm gonna take my shit and leave." And then they're like, "Oh no, don't leave." And he goes, "No, I'm leaving.
He didn't know the premise of what a roast was.
That, and it wasn't all about him because they kept asking about stories of like, "Oh, like, is this true about your dick?" Like that type of shit.
Yeah.
And he wasn't like,
what the fuck did he think he signed up for?
So it was gonna be all about him.
He probably thought it was like praise and accolade.
Exactly.
But didn't know that it was in a comedic faction or factor. Oh God, Rick, please.
I'll send you the clip afterwards.
Oh God, Rick.
Because they make a few jokes towards him, and then when the jokes are not towards him, he's just sitting there pouting like why the fuck am I here?
Oh, the booze must have started kicking in.
Mm-hmm. But it's also like too, it's not for there's no wrestling fans there. It's just the comedy people.
Hey, Ric Flair doesn't really disrespect anybody. Ric Flair never likes
Ric
to
Flair,
crack
the most
jokes.
disrespectful man in the business.
Please, which I was going to mention earlier. I was listening to an old episode of Howard Stern when Canyon was on there. Chris Canyon was on.
Oh, those were sad.
Oh yeah, and when
Ric Flair called in and told him he wasn't good at all,
and he told him, but I was good enough to train your son. Really, it's a terrible thing that I think the wrestling environment, society, especially when it came to how they treated gays at that point in time. And mind you, this is only 23, 22, 21 years ago that how the culture was. It wasn't as moved forward, quote unquote, as it now. But Canyon was one of the fucking best wrestlers in the business that not many people paid attention to.
He was a true innovator for his time.
Yeah, so just to hear Rick do that to him and try to, because remember Rick was part of WWE at the time too, so he was
Canyon was like talking about like John Cena,
right?
Like not being a good worker.
So it's like he was a what is known as a company shill, which I think he'll do in AEW as well. He will be the company shill and he'll ride it out. They'll give him that.
I'm surprised they didn't fucking roll out the All Elite graphic for him.
Now, do you think that they will, with him and Sting, go? I'm gonna ride it out with you, buddy. This is gonna be it.
This is your last run. It's my last run too.
Is this a heel turn?
Oh, the old Horseman beatdown with Christian, Luchasaurus, and Nick Wayne.
And it becomes one last time. Ric Flair, Sting, the mother of it all. We're doing it for the Bengay. Woo!
So if Sting punches him once and Ric Flair passes out and dies, is that Sting's fault?
Well, he did say that he did make a mention. He says I would prefer to die in the ring. And he says that's where that's why I did that's why I was at all my life. So why not end my life there?
I don't want to say fucking kill him, but
I mean
the shit that this guy's done, it's weird for me because growing up in the 2000s, and Ric Flair was on my TV being entertaining as shit.
Right.
But the years prior to that, where he was a piece of shit, to a lot of the people in the back, not all of them, but to some of them.
I do hate the fact that they kiss his ass.
It's always a fucking mixed bag with Ric Flair.
Yeah, I always hate when they kiss his ass, and it's always that.
Yeah.
He's the greatest of all time, and it's all.
It's not like they hide it. They fucking. If they could, they would suck his dick on TV for real.
But it's like, just be honest. He was a fucking prick to you. Be honest with it. Jesus.
I don't know if you talked. I don't know if when you didn't cover Dynamite yet.
No.
Okay, because I mean, when Christian comes out, you know what's his stick with the whole fathers. You knew he'd not to do that with Ric Flair.
Oh, but he did say that. That Ric Flair should have been dead 20 years ago.
Yeah. Well, the gift you give this old man is an old man with a black liver.
Oh. No. Yo, he is gold.
And you just
man.
saw Rick smirk. He's like,
He is,
I'm a drinker.
Keep it.
I drink.
He was like, keep
I
it
won't
up.
stop.
Keep it up, motherfucker. Keep it up.
But you knew, you probably told him, don't say anything about my fucking kid. Don't mention my father's
Oh,
skills.
yeah.
One cry away and his face would have broke.
Don't bring up Reed. No, they're saving it. They're saving it. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Because WWE did allude to it at one time with Reed passing and such. Somebody
What Pagin showed.
Huh?
It looks like your baby brother didn't have much fight left in him either.
Right. So,
yeah, that was a very tasteful line.
so
shit.
Yeah, so I'm not, like I said, I'm not one of those WWE fanboys that is gonna sit here and go, "Oh, Rick is a sellout." No, yeah. Rick is a sellout. Yeah, but we know it. We know he's gonna do it, and who gives a shit?
The question is, where have you been?
Yeah, exactly.
Do you not know who Ric Flair is?
Like, who gives a shit? So what? He went to fucking
Ric Flair is the
AEW.
same dude that went to House of Glory, did the autograph signing, and said they brought him up on stage, and you can count the 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi,
Shit.
until he got left through the back of the arena and got in his car.
I know where
he goes, "This is a great promotion. This is great stuff." Woo!
That's all everybody
Fuck
waiting
all.
for. Give us a woo, Rick. Woo!
Meanwhile, you're standing there doing the whole fucking thing and
charged another $5,000 just so he could woo.
Yeah.
Yeah, he held them up for more money too. I know that as a fact. He held them up for more money.
Inside source.
Yeah, I know some things.
Because that line was pretty long, and you were not gonna piss everybody off.
Yeah, you're gonna have to give me another 20,000 for this one.
Yeah, Rick, we got.
Just put it in the bag. Just put it in the bag.
All right, let's move on before you get a scathing email.
Next up,
WWE is going to Berlin, Germany, for Bash in Berlin.
Oh,
WWE.
For Gunther, we're going to be in Berlin for Gunther.
Oh, he has to be in the main event, right? The world title.
Yeah, gotta be.
So the arena threw me off. The Mercedes-Benz Arena in Berlin, Germany.
Why would that throw you off? Mercedes-Benz are German.
I thought because we just did a stadium show that was in the Mercedes-Benz. So there's like 2 different arenas, one in the U.S.
Yeah.
I thought it was a fuck up, but honestly.
No.
Do you still call them pay-per-views or do you call them premium live events?
I still call them pay-per-views. I call them PPVs.
Yeah.
I can't get my...
I was trying to say, because this is going to be a premium live event.
A play? It's very, very fancy. I don't shop at
Jay,
Target.
what are you doing on Saturday? Going to watch a play.
I'm watching a play.
Or a play? No, a play. Premium live event.
I don't shop at Target. I shop at Target.
Oh, fuck.
It's like my dudes in the video and they're mad gangster and they talking about somebody's book. It's
I'm
like,
gonna say if somebody going to the Dollar Tree.
Yeah, we out here in these streets. We got your books, my guy. We out here in front of Barnes and Noble.
The worst is with Barnes and Nobles.
Barnes and Noble. So it's good. It's good that they're branching up more to different
so we've done
different countries.
Saudi Arabia, Puerto Rico. We've done Italy,
England again,
yeah.
India.
And now we get to see. Well, India we didn't get to see live, but we saw videos.
We've heard some things,
but I'm interested to see how this crowd reacts.
And Australia is going to be coming up as well.
Australia too.
Yeah, so
a lot of stuff outside the U.S. that if you want to go to the show, tough luck, or if you want to go. I mean, the next stop would be Tokyo, right?
The guy Green, they're gonna have to do Japan one way or another. If it's not Tokyo, it's gonna be probably like Nagasaki or something.
But the thing with WWE is it's not gonna be like AEW. Be like, we're gonna sell out the Tokyo Dome.
Yeah. Right. Slow down. We're all right. Which they would. I honestly believe that they would sell out the Tokyo Dome. WWE, I think they would.
Oh yeah. They would downsize the stage too and make everybody fit.
Yeah, I think they would. But even so. Like I said, it's a good thing. Look, I'm not one to say that it wasn't.
It's not impossible.
I laughed at All In because I was like, get the fuck out. And when they did it, I was like, holy shit, good fucking job,
and
guys.
then a week later, you laughed again.
Yeah, of course. But I did applaud it. Guys, I'm not a big AEW hater. I'm not. I just hate the stupidity that goes on there. Jesus.
The booker and the booking.
The owner, just stupid shit. So, yeah, good to see that. Listen, the world needs more wrestling. So
also have to think, and that's August 31st. So would be like a week and a half after SummerSlam.
SummerSlam, yeah. Well, SummerSlam is usually
Probably at the beginning of August, and at the end,
Yeah.
they're going to Germany.
yeah. That's a big move.
Yeah. Next thing is photos leaked of what the inside of what WWE HQ looks like.
I saw.
Some popped up. Some we're looking at right here. A giant. It looks like a picture, but it's just a statue of Andre the Giant.
Yeah.
With the WWE with the WWE title. What the fuck? A ring, an actual wrestling ring.
Yeah.
In the middle of the lobby, and probably like the cafeteria area called Snackdown.
Wouldn't you think that when you see those images that you would just say, fuck it, put the Hall of Fame there. Make that the fucking Hall of Fame.
Yeah, the building's big enough. Why
Yeah.
you can't have one section of the building?
Just have that whole area, the first floor, or whatever the case may be, just make it their Hall of Fame.
And they collect all this shit from the legends and put up on display. Like here's like Ric Flair's robe or like the first WWF title thing.
Jesus, as many people that go by that place, I'm always getting a fucking picture of somebody who's in Connecticut or coming from Connecticut, and they're always sending me a picture of, hey, look where I look. And they're not even wrestling fans. They just know I'm a wrestling fan. They're like, look what I just drove past.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, they would get a lot of fucking traffic if there was a Hall of Fame there.
I think I mentioned this before on the show, but this was way back when I was younger, in like 2006, when DX made their first reuniting. Was that I had my dad drive me down to Connecticut because when they had the DX spray paint the DX on the building.
Yeah.
We went down there to go actually see if
Oh,
it was
cool.
still there, and we did.
Did you take a picture of it?
No, we didn't. We only saw it.
The fuck is the point of taking a
I think I
trip?
took a picture, but it was like on not like on a smartphone or anything, but
What, you took on one of those old
Yeah.
telephones, the long,
had to wait for the picture to fucking develop.
the 8mm and shit.
Yeah.
So no, I think it's a good. I think they should make that like a Hall of Fame.
And also, it should be open to the public.
Yeah,
If you're gonna do shit like that, make it open.
there have been stories where people have shared on social media where they've gone there thinking that they can meet somebody or something like that.
They get to
And-
the steps and then they get turned away once they go in and be like, hey, we're like a tour. Like, no.
No, but
we're running a business.
But I've also heard stories to where if you're with your kid or whatever, and you're really a fan,
You have to pay the kid card.
No, but the staff comes out and they give you stuff. They'll give you like action figures and shit like that. It's actually, yeah, I've heard those stories. It's cool.
Okay.
All right, next up.
Interesting little story to bring up here.
Oh, before you continue, for you guys who are watching on the YouTubes or the Facebooks, whatever case may be, I want to shout out this tumbler that I got.
Not a sponsor.
It's not a sponsor, but god damn, it should be. This is called a flask cap, right? Let me see if I get it right. Okay, a flask cap. Let me get a wider view of it. So, as you can see, it's a tumbler, right? The mic is moving away from me. It's a tumbler, right?
the mic's like, don't talk about
It's like,
this. Move on.
You are drunk, sir. So the mic is like, whoa.
Not
It's
paid.
the mic is woo. It's doing Ric Flair right now. So the flask cap. So as you can see, it's a tumbler. Like if you're gonna have any beverages and like coffee or whatever the case may be, right? But the top part here, the top part of the tumbler, you actually open it up, the top piece, and you can add liquor to it. And when you do, you squeeze the top of the tumbler, and it drops shots into your drink. It's fucking awesome. This is great.
You're a child.
It's a little pricey though, but
I was about to say, do you want to reveal the price? How much you paid for this?
look it up on Amazon. It's called Flask Cap, ladies and gentlemen. Look it up on Amazon.
Flask cap.
Flask Cap. And by the way, send your promo codes to TBT to
See if it works.
at hashtag TBT J Santy, and you get 5% off on a flask. No, you're not. Don't do that. You're not. But yeah, this is actually pretty good. I love this. So next up,
Rich would fucking kill you. Oh no, he'd probably use hashtag
he said,
RageWorks.
wait, that's actually a good idea.
Or just use hashtag RageWorks
right. He's like,
for the culture.
Amazon is like, we're not accepting that. And I got it from Amazon, guys.
Oh, okay. As you do your shameless plug for a stupid little cup for a cup.
Hey, it's not stupid.
Indie wrestlers Helen Shaw Campbell and Dark Sheik of UK promotion TNT Extreme Wrestling were recently cited by CNN for making history as the first singles match to feature 2 transgender women. Just wanted to bring that up because when we talk about wrestling all the time,
right,
it's rare to see like that type of stuff still makes news.
Right.
Or
Yeah,
it was like first times ever.
I was sitting there going like,
Where are you going?
I'm going to doubt that that's probably the first time that happened.
Right, but I saw it and wanted to mention it because what we usually read like stupid stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure
there's probably more, but
is it because they label themselves transgender,
or they probably are?
Yeah, because there's always this conflicting label when it comes to the transgenders, because. And not because of what the definition means, huh? Yeah. But it's who is labeling them, or if they're labeling themselves that way. Is the media doing it? Is it other people doing it? Or is the individual doing it? Because I've heard numerous times where Sonny Kiss has been labeled transgender, and it's like, I've never heard Sonny call themselves transgender. Yeah. So
like when watching Bound for Glory, when she came out, they were referring to her as she.
Right, but also, Sonny has mentioned that it's okay, you could call me she, but I never really said or even thought that Sonny considered themselves a she, just a very feminine man. Like, which, by the way, I mentioned it before. You guys who ever watch Sonny Kiss matches, if you watch it live, guys, you're gonna question your manhood. I'm telling you. I've said that
she put some girls to shame.
Yeah, I've mentioned numerous times when I looked at Sonny and I went, nah.
Respectfully, nice ass.
Nah. Cause I'm an ass man.
That fucking car.
Right? What is it?
Shameful.
What was it that
oh my God.
What was it? That's absurd. That is absurd.
Inside joke.
Yeah. But, I
just wanted to bring that up because,
to this
like
day,
I said,
we still really care. Like, who gives a fuck?
Yeah, but it's also too like it's like rare to see those types of
but
types of
who benefits from that? The transgender community,
pretty much
the wrestlers. Who benefits? No, like who gives? If you really put precedence on it,
okay,
then you're really putting a focus on it for ridicule. And it's like, if you don't, who gives a fuck? Just wrestle. I don't care.
Well, let me kind of answer that. I'll say it helps. Well, one, it's for the promotion. That way they can say they accept all genders or races.
True.
And then two, for anybody that is transgender and wants to be a wrestler, shows that there is opportunities out there, and they're not boycotted or shamed upon. And some people look.
Yeah, you're not. That's true. That's true. So
like, you see what I'm trying to say.
I get that. But like for me, honestly, it's like I really don't give a fuck. Just give good wrestling. I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck. Next up,
Will Ospreay is looking to be open to signing with WWE
and AEW and Impact.
And then there was a follow-up report saying that he's probably going to sign with AEW.
Well,
those are the two major targets that he's looking to.
Of course. But there was rumblings that he would go to Impact as well. You see that, because I mentioned in a last episode, in which I think we could speak about it now because I want to get your thoughts about it.
Mm-hmm.
TNA. Impact has recently announced that come January, they will convert back to their old moniker, which is TNA.
Yeah.
Good or bad thing?
See, it's a mixed bag, honestly, because it's like, yay for nostalgia, but it's also like you were doing fine the way you were going now. Like, so it mean the change comes off more of like you're trying to get people back,
right?
Where I don't know. It's, like I said, it's a mixed bag. Because what's the first thing people think of if you tell them I watch TNA or you watch tits and ass? No. Total nonstop action.
Right. But that's an insider thing for wrestling fans. I wouldn't
like the name of the company was all ribbed because of fucking Vince Russo. So we have to thank for that.
Bro, we gotta give them the TNA, man. Gotta give them.
I don't think your mic's on.
Bro, with the TNA, we're not gonna mean it as the TNA as we would know it.
Your mic's not on.
We're not gonna meet it for. Sorry, bro. We don't.
It may have been on, but I couldn't hear you through the mic. I just heard you off the mic.
Yeah. I got it now. My fault. Because I had my cough. my cough button on.
Take two.
Was dude, listen, man. TNA, honestly, everybody knows what TNA is, but for us wrestling, TNA would be total nonstop action, bro. I mean, bro.
There you go. I was about to say, where's your bros?
Bro, come on, bro. So, are you on?
Yeah, man.
No. Let me see. There you go.
There you go.
Yeah,
here I am.
Bro, that's what it was. Yeah, I had the wrong.
I was
call.
talking about TNA.
Yeah, it's like, come on, bro. I mean, honestly, bro, TNA, everybody. But the thing is like, I like it because, like you said, it's nostalgic.
Right.
And apparently the investors overseas, the international investors, they still refer to it as TNA as well. They did allude to it some time back where, remember Moose was walking around with the TNA title at the time? So they wanted to start introducing it again because they wanted to bring the name back.
Right.
But I think it was during the COVID era or a little bit after that they didn't think it was going to grab on. But now I'm
They have belts already made. The branding is all set.
So I'm kind of I like it. I think it's cool. I think it's a good face for the company to go to. They're not bringing back the six-sided ring. They said the ring is too fucking hard to work.
That's good
with.
for the workers.
Yeah, they're not gonna do that.
As a kid, I liked when I tuned into TNA, and that's the first thing I saw. I go, oh shit, they have a different size ring.
Right.
But then when AJ revealed that that ring sucks.
Yeah,
when you take like the ropes were not even moving, or like there's like the whole ring was hard. Like
I think I had a conversation with Red and even Homicide about it, and they said that shit was just painful. It was a pain in the ass. Like it wasn't really good to work on. But
even for a guy like Red, it was more suited for him, so he could do his high flying stuff. But a lot of the legends, older guys, that ring doesn't fucking help your back.
Well, for a lot of you guys for many people don't know, who are probably stuck in another, just in a certain specific promotion or wrestling thing, the six-sided ring comes from Mexico.
Correct.
And their six-sided ring is actually a little bit more wider.
Yeah.
And
less beams.
Yeah, and it works a little differently. There's a little bit more give to it. But which I never understood because TNA didn't start that way. They started with a four-sided.
They started with
ring.
a traditional ring.
Right. So I don't know where they came up with the idea to do the six-sided, but in any case,
they went to Fox Sports Net.
Oh, okay. And for me, I think the new the return of TNA, I think it's gonna work. I think it'll be okay. But the whole shit is like, great, you gotta do this, but you're still stuck on access. How many motherfuckers could get access?
Yeah, honestly.
You don't get a lot of promotion. Mm-hmm. We don't see a lot of advertising for it.
A lot of this stuff is on Impact Plus. So
right.
That's a streaming service that people, if they choose to pay monthly.
I was talking to M2 Inc. because he says he's looking for certain matches. One of the matches that he's looking for in particular is Amazing Red versus Samoa Joe. And
that'd be on Impact Plus or on the YouTube.
Right. I said that you could look for it. He says, I can't find it anyway. I said, you might want to go check Pluto because Pluto fucking has it as well. Not the planet.
Yeah, I know.
The network.
The
streaming service. Pluto might have it. So we shall see. I think it's going to be an interesting look. With that being said, not only Ospreay has been considered for possibly there.
Get back to Ospreay. How much would Ospreay help in TNA?
Once again,
despite their TV deals,
it's different because it's leading me to another person. It's different because Ospreay is locally, and not a bad thing, but he's a local wrestling guy. Mm-hmm. Like it's not a person that everyone knows already.
Right. And I think we could both agree. We could say he's one of the best wrestlers currently,
right?
Now,
and it's
there'd be no argument with us about that.
I could tell anybody until I'm blue in the face how good Ospreay is. Hell, I could have told anybody how good Kenny Omega is. That's blue in the face, and I'm talking about novice or returning wrestling fans, whatever, and they'll go, okay. Yeah. But if I said
this dude is something,
no. If I said no, CM Punk is gonna go to TNA. What? Yo, Punk is gonna go to and
right.
So that's
I see your thing.
There's a different level to it. And I think that's what, because of it, and I bring that up as well because there's also talk of Punk popping up everywhere.
I wouldn't doubt that either.
Yeah, there's also talk of that. Punk did a spell in
the early days of NWA TNA.
Right, he did
during the Asylum days.
Yeah, he did a smidgen
but
of work
then
there.
Afterwards, he stuck with Ring of Honor.
Yeah,
he was loyal to them.
And I think with both guys, at the end of the day, it's all about money.
Right.
It'd just be all about money. I like what Matt Cardona does. I'm surprised that he hasn't touched AEW yet.
I mean, he did for a little bit during the pandemic, but he never signed a full-time
contract. Full thing, but it wasn't even. It was like a splash.
Right.
But I like that.
He came in as Cody's friend.
Right, and I like that it was just for that, and then left. It wasn't anything extensive. It was just that.
To see him grow from the way he was in WWE to when he got released, and now he's on the indies killing it. And when everybody got released, he goes, there's greener pastures for you guys. Look at me.
Right. And at the end of the day, you're going to end up somewhere.
Yeah.
And
there's so many promotions out there, they'll sign you up to something.
Right. So Ospreay, for instance, it's like
because right
he
now,
wants to slow down his work rate.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to, and I think that as of recently, and I even said it when we were watching All In, that he changed his style for Jericho.
Yeah.
And I think that was
also, I think
it was an audition.
Yeah.
I think it was probably an audition for WWE to say, hey,
can he work our style?
Yeah, exactly. Look, at the end of the day,
go
like
where
I
the
always
money
say,
matters. I mean, shit.
That's what it's gonna be.
You and me were always debating with Henry about like certain guys, like, oh, Brian Cage should go to WWE. He'd be better over there.
I know you're a big Cage guy. Right. You would have loved for him to go over there.
I was saying the same thing for Jay White. If he goes to WWE, they treat him like a star instantly.
Right.
And when it comes to Ospreay, he fits the AEW molds. I'm not saying it's out of the question for WWE. It'd just be interesting to see how much they want him to slow down or see how much his work rate stays.
But the model is different too because since the old man is out of the picture, yeah. Which they just recently released a picture of Undertaker and Vince McMahon at
holding himself on a cane.
Yeah, he's on a cane, so it's like
any day now.
Any day of what?
So,
oh God, come on, really? You're so dark, sir. It's so dark.
I mean, come on.
I was thinking of more retiring officially, but okay.
We saw that this man doesn't retire.
You're out in public with a cane. His whole thing was
with the Undertaker.
His whole thing was that he never wanted to show that he was vulnerable.
Mm-hmm.
That's as vulnerable as it gets, ladies and gentlemen. Uh-huh. You holding a cane.
The amount of stories of him getting a blowjob from a woman is not going to make this man go away.
More power to him, bro. I wish I would be 78 years old getting top from some chick. I would fucking be. More power to him.
Go lick his asshole while you're at it.
But listen, exactly. Give him the reach around. Whatever the fuck. Rusty trombone him. But right now,
WWE.
No, but right now,
with Triple H running, you think it'd be interesting or
right? And people always long for the
dream matches
and the dream matches, the older days of wrestling where you didn't have to have like an individual who stood at a promotion for 3 years at a time. They come in, have a shot, do maybe 8 months, maybe a year, or if that. Have a dream match, have maybe a slight title run.
And dream moments like where Will Ospreay's flying through the air.
Sure, let's get
and then he gets caught by Randy Orton for an RKO.
Right. Let's get that. Let's get a Ospreay versus Rollins match. Or
especially that one that spills over Twitter.
Right. Let's get a Brian Cage versus Bobby Lashley match. Like, let's see something like that. Did that happen in Impact?
Yep.
It did, right? Okay. Well, let's see it on let's see it on a grander scale. Let's see it like on WWE. Because regardless of what you guys say,
Mania.
Huh?
I pitched it for Mania.
Exactly, right? But like I tell people, regardless of what you say,
fucking far away, going moron.
Regardless of what you say, regardless of what you people think, the WWE, and I hate to use this reference because I hate the team, but the WWE are the Yankees, and everybody wants to play for the Yankees, regardless of how you do it. And I hate these very
January's
cavalier.
gonna be an interesting month.
I hate these very cavalier and
the diehards.
No, very cavalier and coof individual fucking wrestling fans or wrestlers who go, you know, if I could get over in New Japan, I'm good. Fuck out of here, but you full of shit. Go where the money's at. Stop playing.
Oh.
Any case,
I got one thing just popped up that you're gonna find very interesting.
What's that? Don't do that because the last time Bray Wyatt died. So like,
I have a smile on my face.
Okay, good.
So
good.
It's not grim.
Last time we did that, it was like, so we turned the show from an upswing to a freaking memoriam.
Bro, I still remember that day. When I was like, breaking news, and you're like, oh God, what happened now? Was somebody fucking, you're just like, somebody died, and you're like, I was like,
well,
yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Alexander Hammerstone has requested his release from MLW.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Another free agent to look out for.
I get it. Oh, he'll fit so fucking great at NXT. Oh my God, I've been waiting for that for him. Yeah. I think he would fit perfectly.
Hammerstone and MLW had been in talks earlier in the year, and a buyout was discussed. From the company's perspective, his morale was said to have gone downhill when he was booked to lose to Alex Kane.
He's been there for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
He's been one of the most loyal individuals there, and I relate to that professionally.
They pushed him to the fucking moon.
I relate to that professionally, because me being a wrestler as I am, I've been loyal to a company for so many.
Where's Homicide to fucking call you on your bullshit?
Yo, bro,
What do you mean you're one of the boys?
You're so stupid, bro. You're not one of the boys. Shut up. No, I know I understand professionally, as in like work-wise, you stay loyal to something for so long, and you get comfortable. Yeah, it takes a lot to take that leap, and he's often been compared to Triple H, which is not a bad thing.
That, and for even me, I looked at him, I was like, "Are you fucking MLW's Hulk Hogan?"
Well, yeah,
you're fucking the color of Hulk Hogan is a hot dog, and you're posing like you're fucking Hulk Hogan.
Well, he does it as a
biggest
goof.
Hulk Hogan.
He does it as a goof, but yeah, seriously, like. And I think that
him and you said in NXT,
yeah, I would like to see him show up.
This guy's name also popped up too, but I think he said he retired. Richard Holiday, he would have been perfect.
No, Richard, he hasn't retired yet.
I thought I heard.
No. As a matter of fact, I think he was mentioned at
he was
at the
in
PC.
Yeah,
I think he was at the
tryouts.
Yeah, I think he was at the PC as well.
Right.
So for him. Oh, I would that he'd be an easy walk up to go to NXT and go face to face with Braun.
Didn't he reveal he was supposed to go to NXT at first before MLW?
This was years ago.
And then his contract got taken away from him.
Yeah, this was years ago.
Yeah.
So I think that he fits the perfect model for that. For them, he's still young.
Yeah.
So I think that he has that look for it, and I wasn't happy as well with the.
Him dropping the belt to
Kane because me and Kane got heat. I don't like him. He don't like me.
Sure. Yeah.
It's TikTok heat, baby. TikTok. When you're on TikTok, you know it's real. We got heat, baby. We got heat.
You know those boxing events, Logan Paul and KSI box out. Jay Santy's gonna be on those.
I'm in the mix.
Fighting Alex Kane.
I'm in the mix. He didn't think my views of AEW and their ratings and audience made sense. So he told me to get the fuck off his page. So I was like, all right.
Meanwhile, the wrestlers on a YouTube channel.
I'm gonna come see you later. And then what happened? I was right about what I said.
I didn't see you. I didn't see you.
I was right about what I said.
Mm-hmm.
So no, it's good. It's a good look. I think that he should take that leap. And NWA, he'll be cool there. He could be an instant sensation there.
Yeah,
Impact. Automatic gold, but I wouldn't.
It's interesting with NWA too. Now they got a TV deal,
right?
They're on the CW,
yeah. And with he could instantly be a face, the White Hope. Yeah, I said it.
Yeah, the NWA doesn't have enough of that.
Yeah,
fuck. Tyrus and EC3. What was the last time a black man won the NWA World Title? R-Truth.
I'll wait.
R-Truth, 2003.
Really? Was it that long ago?
Seriously.
No.
Yeah, look it up. It's a sad state of affairs.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, shit.
Rob Conway won the NWA title.
Yeah.
Just look at me.
What's his oh my god, Trevor
Murdoch.
Oh,
Whiter of whites.
White America. Matt Cardona,
Yeah.
Nick Aldis. Wow, you right. Shit.
Oofa.
Then even before
Territories, everybody.
But I'm gonna say even before that, the last one that I remember was Adam Pearce. Ooh.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. So any case, so it'll be a good look. I think that NWA Impact. He's actually going to be a sleeper free agent.
I wouldn't see AEW getting him at all.
Huh?
AEW is probably, I would say, out
of the running.
Yeah,
yeah. But I think he might be a sleeper free agent upcoming.
That other guy from MLW, I'm surprised AEW picked up. E.G. Nudoku.
He was there
in AEW.
He was in NXT.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and Nudoku was in NXT, but he got picked up by AEW and.
Right. No, he's nowhere to be found.
Supposedly he's on Ring of Honor.
Don't even get me started on the fucking Ring of Honor.
Which, by the way, I'm gonna load up my Tumblr quick, but I want you to go into the because you posted it on the Facebook page. Shout out to Homework Mike. He does a lot of work for us for the social media outlets on Turnbuckle Tabloid for Turnbuckle Tabloid, and he posted it on the Facebook group page.
Mm-hmm. This is where I have to find
the Athena. Accomplishment.
Yeah.
And I want your insights about it because I loved your commentary about it.
Athena is quietly putting together one of the best championship reigns of 2023. This is from the Pro Wrestling World page on Facebook that I shared on the group, where they write defeating Mercedes Martinez at Final Battle 2022. Athena solidified herself as the longest reigning ROH Women's Champion, and her reign has reflected how good she truly is. Athena is the first black woman to main event AEW Dark, Rampage, and Honor Club. ROH Honor Club. Her and Willow Nightingale are also the first women to main event an ROH pay-per-view in the company's history. First aside, Athena's reign has been quietly in-ring and character work. Her recent work with her minions may sound cheesy, but it works. It's perfect to bring along up-and-coming star and Billy Starks. Athena is everything you want in a wrestler in all facets. That's what I shared on the group page, and what I put was she should be on AEW TV doing all this and not be behind a stupid paywall, which is Ring of Honor Club.
So I commented on it, and
this is when our boy Henry gets involved.
Yeah.
Should I just?
No, you don't.
Well, let me just. Well, he said wait, but when ROH Towner and AEW people complain, she should be in AEW. But you saw what happened to her when they were pushing Jade Cargill. Athena became one of her victims.
So basically, with that being said, she needs to just make her transition to the main roster because Athena is grown and progressed after her run with Jade Cargill and such. She's just now being pigeonholed and locked into this Ring of Honor world.
Right.
So to me, I can't really give any credence or precedence to what she's doing right now because I can't see her. I barely see her.
Right.
You know. So I want to see more of her.
I mean, when was the last time we freaking saw her during the Owen for the women's tournament?
Yeah. So I mean,
shit, that was back in May.
And for everybody saying like she's having the greatest run she gets, it's like, awesome. That's fucking great. But we don't see it
behind a paywall.
It's just frustrating when it comes to wrestlers like that who are actually excelling, and you have to hear by secondhand because it's bad enough I'm already paying for 5, 6, 7 streaming sites, and I'm not gonna pay $10 for Ring of Honor.
And they just raised the rates.
Exactly. Too. Please fuck off. And finally, it gets to speaking of Athena.
Mm-hmm. We got the PWI.
Oh God, guys, I need to preface this once again. I am not a women's wrestling hater. I'm not.
He's Not a sexist.
I am not a sexist. I just deem women's wrestling as a novelty. We've seen what has occurred when it came to women's wrestling events. Sure, Shimmer has done well. Stardom does well overseas. I get that. But WWE has had a all women's PLE, as you call it, whatever. And what happened there? They didn't run it back, did they?
No, but I would say from remembering it, I gave it 2 thumbs up.
House of Glory had a all women's event, and I saw more people. I'll comment. I've seen more people at a White Castle's restaurant at 3:00 in the morning on a Saturday evening or morning after a drunk stroll in the bars than I did at that event.
A stroll, huh?
Yeah, a stroll. Shout out to who won the event again?
Natalia Markova.
Who?
Natalia
Exactly. I've mistaken her for Masha Slamovich.
Mm-hmm.
That's just what I do. Hey, listen. Russian, Polish, they all sound the same. I don't know what it is.
Markova Army at J Santy.
Okay. At him.
At RWJ Santy.
So while I get a refill, let's get the
no
top,
refill from you. Get to stay here.
Let's get the top 10. What do you have for the top 10? Top 10 PWI 250 women. Which, by the way, if women are so equal to men, why do they have half the list?
Why is it half 500?
Yeah, I'll wait. Secondly, we'll get to the list. We'll do the top 10, but then I have some questions about this list. So slowly, just
take your time. Let me fucking give some. Let me fill in the dead air.
Yeah. Let's
while
do
you
that.
get a refill on your stupid cup.
Hey! It's not stupid.
Not sponsored. So the top 10 of the PWI women's list. I don't even know. I guess sure that's how to refer to it as. Number 10, Jordan Grace. Aside from bodybuilding, don't remember what she exactly did the whole year. Number 9, Camille, NWA Women's Champion up until this year, finally been defeated. Number 8, Willow Nightingale, East Coast girl, so good to see her on the list. Number 7, Deanna Perrazzo, again East Coast girl from New Jersey. I think when we get so far, she's probably one of the better workers on the list so far up to this point.
Oh, Deanna?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In ring style, like
which, by the way,
she's probably one of the better ones so far as we get through this.
Which, by the way, shout out to Camille. Camille has the least wrestling experience out of the women in the top 10. So good for her.
It would be also interesting to go back during. Well, you look at me like you're not gonna have fucking time to do this. Go back and see like where she ranked before.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah. Number 6, Athena.
The one that's the
one behind a paywall.
Oh, okay.
Number 5, Tam Nakano. Just looking at the list.
Who?
I'm just looking at the last name. Is she related to Bull Nakano?
No.
Wait.
I wouldn't even know.
I was about to say, do we have something here? Did Jay make a discovery?
Yeah, let me go check. Let me see what Wiki has.
Tam Nakano. TAM.
Tam Nakano. It sounds like whose line is it anywhere? Or something like make a skit with Tam Nakano.
Make a song about
Tam Nakano. Go ahead. You can keep.
Number 4, Jamie Hayter, which is when was the last time we saw her?
Right, exactly. It's been over like 6 months that we've seen her.
Number 3, Bianca Belair.
But it's kind of racist for us to say Tam Nakano, and like Nakano's like probably like Smith in Japan.
that's their normal name over there.
Exactly.
Number 3, Bianca Belair.
No, Tam Nakano is not related to Bull, right. But apparently she received she released her first EP with fellow wrestler Natsupuri. I'm just gonna go with that. And it's called
that was me hitting my head on the microphone.
Tears Trail.
Tears Trail?
Yeah, that's the name of the album. So copy it. It's hot. Yeah.
We might play a little bit later.
Yeah, we might not.
how many times Bianca Belair fine with? Number 2, Julia.
Oh, you got her name right. Good. Yeah.
Look at me.
Guiley.
Progressing.
Yeah, it's like and when we play Street Fighter, Ghoulie?
Guile.
Guile?
In Street Fighter, it's pronounced Guile.
Oh, okay. So it's Julia.
Julia. Okay. The G is silent.
All right.
And number 1.
The G isn't silent. It's just like giraffe. It's not silent.
Number 1, Rhea Ripley.
As well as she should be.
Right.
Why?
Because she works like a man.
Exactly. You see, you're getting it. She works like a dude.
Yeah. So can I ask you honestly? Let me ask you this question.
Okay.
When it comes to the women's matches, compared to other like the men's on a pay per view, if you were to give them ratings, do you grade them on a curve? You personally?
Yes, I do.
How much?
Okay, first of all, the one thing
say like the men's like the best men's match on the show is like 5 stars. Do you give the women's like that was the second best match, but it's the women, so it's a 4?
No, I don't really. I don't do that.
You just do like if they work. Like,
if I know they stole the show, I'm good with it.
Okay,
like when Rhea worked with Charlotte.
That was probably the second best match on night 2 or night 1.
And I don't want to hear that. Sorry, I had to rip a nail off. I had an ingrown hair growing. It was annoying. I had an ingrown hair growing. I don't.
Best match on the show.
In this world, let's look at the top 10 matches of all time. Mm-hmm. Are any women's matches on there?
For WWE?
Anybody.
Or just wrestling in general?
Anybody, yeah. Top 10
probably not.
Top 10 matches of the year. Is any women's matches on there?
Maybe. If we have to look it up.
I'm talking about
if it doesn't come, it's not going to be on the top of our heads. The only one
who would probably had broken that that barrier, that wall, would have probably been like Bailey and Bianca Belair. Not Bianca Belair, sorry. Bailey and Sasha.
Takeover.
Yeah, like those.
Right.
But so you mean to tell me that I could be considered sexist, but the world isn't? Let's be honest. One of the best matches that I've ever seen.
You're just the closest sexist I know.
Possibly. But one of the best matches that I've seen from women's, and this was years ago. It was it was an OVW match. It was an OVW match. It was a ladder match. It was what was the Pirate sister's name? Not Pirate. The
Kairi Sane.
No. The
Pirates.
This was years ago.
Katie Lee Burchill
versus Beth Phoenix. Ladder match. OVW. Probably one of the best women's matches I've seen, especially when it came to props. I thought it was one of the best matches I've ever seen.
You're talking like 2006.
Exactly. No, but this is what I'm saying. And that was
that's a developmental brand.
And why? Because during that time, women's matches weren't even the last one that we had seen that was mainstream was Lita versus Trish or some shit like that. You know what I mean? So that opened up the eyes to me when it came to the possibility that women could work.
How did you see that? You watched it
on YouTube.
Okay.
And it didn't come out not too long after.
Was that when Paul? When was that Heyman had that little book?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So, no. Was it? No. It was Cornette. Cornette had the book.
Well,
what OVW?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
the time span is probably so close. That
yeah, it was kind of. In any case, so during that
between Beth Phoenix and Katie Lee Burchill.
Yeah, look it up. It's actually a really good ladder match, man. It was actually because you didn't do that.
Those two I would not even picture in a fucking ladder match.
Yeah. So, with that being said, when you look at the list, you see that the individuals who put in this list together, they want to be far more deep when it comes to their wrestling, because like a lot of their people on their list are Japanese wrestlers.
I mean, Asuka,
on an American fucking
like
site.
Asuka got number 11.
Cool.
Tony Storm was 12.
Mhm.
Masha Slamovich 13. Jade Cargill at 14. Roxanne Perez at 15. Kyrie, I assume this was Kyrie Sane, number 16. Miyu Yamashita is at 17. Chris Statlander at 18. Mizuki at 19. And Seiya Kamatani at 20.
Who's that?
I don't know.
Exactly.
But then we have Charlotte Flair, Ronda Rousey, Trinity, Io Sky, Tiffany Stratton, Ty Valkyrie, and so on.
Right. So, they throw individuals on a list because it's more likely of saying, well, if you don't know them, then you're not a wrestling fan. It's kind of a slap in the face of an individual who's reading the list. Another slap,
but it's also like, for us, like what our response is, how dare me not take the time out of my day to learn 20 Japanese women's names
and probably more.
Yeah.
Now,
but granted, like 20 in a day. Like, how dare I not know?
Now, granted, the next
I don't
one,
have to. I could probably find a link for Stardom or Yoshi or whatever the fucking these women promotions in Japan. The thing is, I don't have the time or I don't have the desire to go out and find these resources.
Right.
So when
I have a job, I have shit
we have
to do.
lives. But when WWE introduces, I'll say this as like a guy that's grown up as WWE first. When you introduce me to Asuka, Io Sky, and Kairi Sane, and I go, holy shit, like, these women are impressive. And then I see older stuff of their of their work. It's like, okay, I get it. I get like where their style comes from.
You see, and
doesn't mean I have to go follow like 25 other ones that do the exact same shit or even better or worse.
Well, it's like when I show people the video of Asuka getting her ass whipped by Suzuki.
Right.
I show it to them and they're like, "Oh my god, what the fuck is wrong with dude?" I was like, "She wants that."
That was a badge of honor.
Yeah, that was her saying, "I want to work that way." So, pardon the sound effects in the back. They're alerting they're alerting everybody that this is going to be a very sexist part by my. This is the alarm.
This is where the sexist.
This is the sexist part of Jay Santy. So, no, but my whole belief in women's wrestling is work like a dude. Because,
the thing is, like, I can see where people like me go like, sex is like, I wouldn't have to say work like a dude. I'm just saying, I would say phrase as just work like everyone else.
Work like a dude, because it's been a male. Listen, Mildred Berg. I've never been around for the days of like Mildred Berg or Moolah or I was there for like Wendy Richter and all that shit like that, but I wasn't around for those early days of women's. But from all you hear from like wrestling historians was like they work like dudes. So work like a dude. But when you look at the list here, which was kind of weird because you had a wrestler like, for example, Anastasia Morningstar, right? Anastasia Morningstar, which kudos to her. She made the PWI wrestling list at, 497 or something like that, right? Yep. Where the fuck is she on the women's list?
Right. And like you said earlier, why is there only 250 women? Why isn't there a 500 women's list?
Right. So if she made the quote-unquote men's list, why is she at 250? Oh, at all? No, she's not at 250. She's at nothing.
Right, she's
nothing
on the list.
She's nothing. So how does that happen?
In this case, is too is like if the women are supposed to be equal as the men, why isn't there just one giant list mixed with both
because
the
there's
men
more
and
men
the
wrestling than women. So here's the other thought about this. Right. Which even still, there's still over 1,000 and something women wrestling.
Right. And also for in some cases for the women, some of them are better than the men.
Right. Shout out to JC Storm, who made the women's list. Shout out to Tina San Antonio, who made the list. These are women that I know that I've spoken to, and I'm happy that they made the list. Masha Slamovich made the PWI pro wrestling list at 15. Right? but made the women's list at 13.
I think like Masha was ranked higher than. No, I wouldn't say. It was like is close to ranked with Bryan Danielson, who's arguably one of the best wrestlers in the world.
But how do you only make 13? If you're 15 on a professional wrestling list, you should.
Why aren't you in the top 5 of the women
or number 1?
Right.
You're the highest ranked woman. Rhea Ripley didn't make that list.
Yeah.
So
where you could make it in the case that she could be in the 20s, in the top 25.
Right. So
if we go by like popular rank or like win-loss record, whatever the fuck it is.
This lists don't mean anything.
They're just here for this. So people could talk.
Yeah, and Phil
and have this fantasy thing of like should the women be better than the men or the men just more dominant than the women?
And Phil segments on the podcast that's
over an hour long.
Exactly.
Yeah, content.
Like I said, this doesn't. Here's the big one.
Okay.
There's a certain female wrestler. Well, look,
purple. Your favorite color is purple.
Jot off some people on this list that may or may not have been a little bit surprising to you. Let's see what it is. Because
we were talking about it off mic, but Gigi was ranked higher than JC.
Okay,
by 4.
All right,
like 104 to 108.
And there's numerous people on that list. Maki Ito was like
Julia Hart's at 105.
Okay.
Mariah May at 95. She's about to go to AEW.
Right.
Lady Frost at like 79.
Okay.
Ruby Soho 72. Steph Delander 69. Cora Jade 65.
Right.
Maki Ito 60.
What? Like what the fuck is that?
61. Mercedes Martinez.
Come on.
And you know who I noticed is not on the list?
Serena Deeb.
Deeb and Mercedes Moné.
Not on. Well, both they're gonna say, they were injured, but Charlotte's on the list.
Yeah.
Jamie Hayter's on the list.
Ronda Rousey's on the list.
Ronda's on the list.
Not Anastasia Morningstar.
Shout out to Morningstar. Yo, we're gonna get you on the show. We're gonna find a way to get you on. I gave you big shout outs. Mike is giving you big shout outs.
This is the most like her name has ever been said.
Oh, maybe. Come on, maybe. Yeah, it is actually. It is. It is.
Maybe I'll say in a row.
Yeah, but honestly, it doesn't make
Diamante 135.
I don't remember the last time I've seen her wrestle ever.
You have high hopes for this one. Chelsea Green at 150.
Yeah, she's gonna go up. She's gonna go up next year.
Yeah, Alicia Edwards at 159.
Okay.
Lufisto at 171.
She should be on her retirement tour. I don't even know why she's even on. She should have been 250. She should have been after. Oh wait till we get to the 250.
Shout out to JC Storm who made the list at 242.
Mentioned. Good for her.
250 just with the best work. No, we got 2 names back to back that fucking amazing names. Yappy at 250.
Yappy
and Maya World at 259. First name Maya, last name World.
I kind of like that though. That's kind of creative. Yappy. Who the fuck is
Mia
that?
Friday. I was just gonna go through the list.
That sounds almost kind of racist. Mia Friday. That's yeah.
Tina San Antonio.
Shout out to Tina.
Sexy Star the second.
Yeah, because the
first one got
blackballed.
Fucking Meechin at 224.
Wow, that's because she's not getting a lot of TV time.
Yeah.
And no, come on,
Janai Kai at 205.
Come on, don't get to the one. Get to it.
194.
No.
Ultraviolet.
Oh, get the fuck.
She's better than Dark Chic.
Who's making this list?
She's better than Demarius Dawkins.
Have we ever walked away from an ultraviolet match and said, "Wow, that was great. That was actually a good ultraviolet match. That was awesome."
She's better than Genocide,
and she's actually pretty good.
She's better than Ivy Nile.
She's actually good.
Yeah.
You know who's not on that list? Alba Fire,
or Isla Non, or Kaden Carter, or Katana Chance.
Yeah, like I think maybe you want to expand that list a
The
little
one
bit.
person that is better than Ultraviolet, Zaya Brookside.
No, and where she's at?
She's a UK.
No. What number she's on the list?
193.
She's actually way better than that.
Little Mean Catholic.
All right,
Mean Catholic.
I'm not even going through all this shit. I'm just at a loss of words when it comes to. Once I saw Ultraviolet on the list, I was like, okay, this really shows that the list is meaningless. But
do better.
Gonna wrap it up, guys. I'm gonna wrap it up.
We can't be all day.
Got much to talk about this week, and Homework Mike, we're stopping in for a little bit more stuff. So, guys, don't go anywhere. Stick around. Much to talk about this week, and we'll check you guys in as always, a second.
What?
Check you guys in a second. Shut up.